Hey, my name is Chan. I'm here at the 2026 Berkshire Hathaway annual meeting in Omaha. I'm here with Kendall. Well, thank you so much for taking a moment to speak with me today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for taking the time to come over to our booth. We're excited to be here.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, can you introduce yourself and what you do in the BNFS, please?
Sure. BNSF Railway. My name is Kendall Sloan. I'm the Director of External Communications for BNSF.
Thank you. Let's start with the first question. So BNSF announced a 3.6 billion capital plan for 2026 year, with 2.8 billion for maintenance fees. How should a candidate understand the company's top priorities from that investment mix?
A big priority at BNSF is just maintaining the railroad, right? We operate in 28 states and 3 Canadian provinces, and our biggest priority is making sure that everything is running safely and efficiently. So we spend the biggest chunk of our money every year with just maintaining the railroad, making sure everything is up to speed, tracks, locomotives, things like that. And so that's where that chunk comes from. And then the rest of it, and investing in the future is a really big deal for BNSF as well. We're very growth focused, and so putting money into new facilities across our network, whether it's intermodal, whether it is different spots all over the network where we're seeing growth in the marketplace and seeing more traffic that is increasing in those areas. That's really important to us. So keeping a balanced mix of where we put our investment and our money every year is really important.
So second question, how is BNFS balancing maintenance fees spending with expansion and efficacy projects like capacity growth and network modernization?
So as we spoke about, maintenance is a big chunk of our budget every year. We announced a capital expenditure plan of $3.6 billion for 2026, and the biggest chunk of that goes to maintenance, maintaining our railroad, making sure that everything is safe across our network, on our tracks and with our locomotives and all of our equipment. And then also investing in our network for the future is so important, as you could imagine. Over many years, we've put a lot of investment into our Southern Transcon, for example, which is a super highway that is now almost 99% double, triple, and quadruple tracked between Southern California and Chicago. So that is one way that we're really trying to compete with truck to make a rail more truck-like and to realize the advantages for our customers to utilize that. We're also putting in lots of investment into our logistics parks and our logistics centers across the country. Our Barstow International Gateway is still going and in the planning stages, and that is really going to relieve congestion with everything coming in from the ports, and is going to be a huge center that is going to really increase efficiency and service across our network. So things are not tied up there at the ports, and we can take it straight to Barstow to get it out to the rest of the country. We're excited about that. We just opened up 2 new intermodal facilities, for example, in Salt Lake City and Oklahoma City, more on the horizon. So everything that we can do to be more truck-like and take those trucks off the road to compete. As we know, trains are 3 to 4 times more efficient than trucks. And so bringing those customers off of trucks and into rail or with intermodal is a big priority for us.
Thank you. What operational improvements matter most to BNFS right now, especially around service readability, car vocality, and terminal dwell?
We're always looking for ways to improve our service efficiency, whether that's with safety, which is of course a top priority for us. We're very proud of being the safety leader within the industry. We had our safest year on record in 177 years last year, and we're continuing to make gains in that arena. We also had a record year for dwell, which is the amount of time a train idles before moving on to its next destination, and saw great improvements with network velocity as well. So continuing to improve those numbers and our efficiency through a big undertaking at BNSF is with BNSF Tech. That is being led by Harry Govind. He is our Chief Technology Officer, and he actually came from Geico, another Berkshire Hathaway company. And he has been hired to really transform the way we use technology and artificial intelligence and predictive analytics and data to help our entire operations be more efficient, more streamlined, faster, safer in every sense of the word. So instead of using all different types of software that we are buying from the marketplace, these software engineers, they are creating software that is going to be cohesively work together to help be as efficient as possible and work for what we do to maintain and to operate a better, safer, faster, more efficient railroad.
So last question, what does BNSF sees as and the biggest challenge in keeping the network resilient while meeting customers' demands in the year of 2026?
What is it we think is the biggest challenge? I would say right now, a big challenge for us is trying to fight the proposed merger between Union Pacific and Norfolk Southern. Union Pacific is our biggest competitor in the West, and as you know, this is already a very consolidated industry, and if that merger goes through, one company will have about 50% market share within freight rail transportation across the country. And we believe that is anti-competitive, bad for competition, bad for our customers, and bad for consumers. And we don't believe that the proposed merger meets the STB threshold for enhancing competition. And based on that alone, we don't believe that it will go through. So it doesn't matter what we think. We want our customers to weigh in and consumers in the American public, because it will affect everybody. This is a really big deal. And so we're trying to get the word out about that, and to make sure that when the commentary period opens up during the process of the merger being weighed by the STB, that people weigh in and they let their voices be heard on how this is not going to be good for the American economy.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Kendall. Appreciate it.